What's going on, YouTube? Kind of a personal video today. I just feel like talking about what's been going on in my life, how I've been feeling, where I've been, where I'm at, and all that kind of stuff. I'm trying to get a nice seat here, but I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of at a place in my life where I don't really know who I am. You know, it just feels like I've been pretending to be different people, I guess I would say. That's like not really like me at the end of the day, you know. You have to put on like a performance because being scared people won't like you authentically, or, you know, in my younger years. So I feel like I put masks or personas on that aren't truly in line with who I am at the end of the day. And, you know, I'm coming up on 25. Not like entirely, but like a couple years, you know, and it's, you know, the brain fully developing and all that, whatever, and all the synapses, and not smoking and having like mental clarity and all that. And it's like, at the end of the day, it's like maybe who I was or who I was trying to be for everyone was just that, a character for everyone else, and not necessarily me at the end of the day. And that isn't me, and it's not making me happy anymore. And it's not fulfilling me in ways, you know. And I feel like there's a time where you have to take a step back and look at everything you've been through and look at everything you've done, and really take a moment to be like, is this truly who I am and who I stand for at the end of the day? And what I take for granted and what I granted, or but, you know, I'm just trying to take everything one day at a time with it all, really. But you know, I feel like if I make a few changes in my life, that things will get better. But that's really what it's uncovering. The changes I feel like I have to make are the true person I am underneath all of this. And, you know, that's scary, to let go of parts of you that you've been holding on to for so long. But I don't think you can really grow as a person if you keep playing the same character you've been playing. And, you know, I made a lot of mistakes. I've done a lot of wrong. I've tried to be a good guy. I've tried to be the bad guy. I don't know. I feel like something died in me a long time ago. And it's just like trying to get that feeling back. Oh, look, there's a duck. I don't know how long this duck has been here, but we have a little duck friend now. Little cutie, he's cleaning himself. But, you know, it's just like the little things like that. I'm trying to work on just like my own happiness and what I need to do out of my life. Because no one at the end of the day is going to do anything for you or going to make you happy. You have to make yourself happy. And it just feels like I've been dragging a lot of dead weight of these past characters along with me. And it's time to let them go, almost, in a sense. But is that another bird? know, I'm just seeing things. But, you know, it's very peaceful here now. I'm with my thoughts, with myself. I feel like there's too much negativity always being bombarded, especially with social media and with how the world's looking. But I've been saying that for forever now, and I just don't understand what that gets me. Like, despite the horrors, that's what it was. I predicted that the downfall of all of this would happen, and especially with the policies and all, like just where the U.S. is headed right now. Whether you're on either side of the aisle, I think we can both come to an understanding that things aren't going to be the best. And that's why I feel like I didn't try, because I kind of knew where things were heading in a sense. You can kind of just feel the vibe. But there was something I heard, and it was from like a TikTok or one of those videos or whatever, and it was like, people have been ran by, and there have been tyrannical people and bad individuals for centuries. And despite that, people have found ways to find purpose and meaning in the negativity. So despite how things are, despite how anything is in the economy, despite how anything's going in a relationship, you yourself have to find art within life. You have to be the one that makes your life worth living. Because at the end of the day, there's nothing you can really do or change on a full scale, I would say. The only thing you can really do is individualistically. So that's about where I'm going to leave it at with this video. You know, I think we touched a lot of topics. We went full circle there with how I've been feeling, with how just life is in general, and some about me, some about my character, some about how like the world is. I think it all goes full circle. We even got this duck chilling here. But, you know, I think I'm gonna head back, see how things are going with some people. And yeah. It's Cyanide. Cyanide on SoundCloud, Cyanide on YouTube, Cyanide everywhere. Cyanide's the name. So we trying to blow up, get views, but